The secret of adding value to almost any product to create uber satisfied customers. Here's the big key to creating satisfied customers. You need them to actually use your product. Makes sense, right? If they don't use it, they don't get any benefits, and in turn, they won't have a particularly high opinion of you, your products, or your business. On the flip side, those who use the products and get the desired benefits are going to be happy campers. They are sure to purchase additional products from you, and they may even happily tell their friends about your business too. That's why it's so crucial for you to encourage people to use your products. There are a few different ways you can do this, including providing calls to action where you specifically tell people to use the information and give them a good reason to act now. Creating an onboarding sequence of emails to keep people excited about the product and encourage them to use the product. Making it easy for people to use the product, such as by giving them tools to help them take action. For example, checklists, worksheets, templates, etc. For this lesson, we're going to focus on that final strategy, which is to create tools. Here's a step-by-step breakdown of how to put this strategy to work for you. Step 1. Decide what you want people to do. For this step, you need to take a look at the content you're sharing and determine what you'd like customers to do. This is going to vary depending on the type of content you share. For example, if you're sharing a how-to report, you may have 5 different steps the customer needs to take in order to complete a process, and you need to determine if you should provide tools for each of those steps. Another example, let's suppose you have a 10-module training video. You may have covered one primary step in each training video that requires tools to encourage action, or each video may require multiple smaller steps, and you may decide to create tools for all or most of the steps. How do you decide which steps require tools? Consider these. Which steps can you speed up and make easier by offering tools? Which steps can you simplify by offering a tool? For example, if you're teaching people how to create sales letter headlines, you can make the process faster and easier by providing a set of headline templates. Another example, if you're teaching a complex multi-step process, such as how to set up an online business, then you can simplify this process by providing a tool such as a step-by-step checklist. Which brings us to the next point. Step 2. Brainstorm tools. Now that you know what parts of a process you might create a tool, your next step is to brainstorm tools that would help your audience the most. The possibilities include checklists, worksheets, cheat sheets, planners or calendars, swipes, templates, process maps, mind maps, calculators, apps or software or plugins, lists such as gear or resource lists, spreadsheets. Now let's go back to the copywriting example. Let me share with you specific examples of some of the tools mentioned. A checklist that goes through all the steps needed to create a sales letter, an audience profiling worksheet, a cheat sheet full of tips and tricks for boosting sales page conversions, a set of headline swipes, a set of sales letter templates, an app that lets you plug in benefits and it outputs headlines and bulleted benefit statements. Let me share with you another set of possible tools. This time, let's imagine you're selling a dieting guide. Here are some of the tools you may provide to make it easier for the customer to take action. A set of meal plans, a set of recipes to go with the meal plans, shopping lists to go with the recipes or meal plans, a checklist of how to get started, a cheat sheet with ingredient substitutions, a calorie calculator so people know how much food to consume, a spreadsheet to help people track their goals, a meal planning app, an exercise planner. You get the idea. Now go ahead and brainstorm specific tools you can create to help customers take action on the various steps your product teaches. Then move on to the last step. Step 3. Create the tools. Now that you know what sort of tools would be helpful to your users, it's time to create them. Keep these tips in mind. Create professional tools. A good-looking layout or design helps boost the perceived value, which in turn makes it more likely that someone will use the tool. If you don't have the skills to create something that looks polished and professional, then outsource this task using freelancing sites such as Fiverr.com or Upwork.com. Create useful tools. The key to creating satisfied customers is to make sure your tools really work to help people complete a process or achieve a goal. In other words, don't just create tools that create busy work for customers. Be sure each tool is designed to help someone take a specific step faster and easier and or to help them get better results. Get feedback. Finally, it's a good idea to put your tools to work in the real world. This means getting beta users to use them and offer you feedback. You'll want to be sure your tools do indeed help the customer achieve a goal or take a step faster or easier. Be sure to encourage your beta users to offer as much feedback as possible about how to improve the tool, along with any ideas they'd like to provide about what other sorts of tools might be useful. Conclusion? As you just discovered, offering tools to your customers will encourage them to take action. In turn, people who take action and start enjoying the benefits become satisfied, repeat buyers. That's why you'll want to take a look at your products and figure out what sort of tools you can create to make it faster, easier, and better to complete a process or achieve a goal. Thank you for spending time with me again. Until next time.